Do you remember that nursery rhyme, The Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man? That whole nursery rhyme is actually based on a real serial killer.
Oh, man.
This happened in the 1800s. His name was Frederick Thomas Limwood.
Okay.
Not only was he a serial killer, he was the first ever documented serial killer in the world.
Documented.
This is the first ever serial killer that they know about.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Frederick Thomas, where did he live?
Where did he live?
On Drury Lane. He lived on Drury Lane, just like in the song, right?
Oh,
now, check this out. The reason he's called the Muffin Man is he would wait in alleyways and try to take kids and encourage them to come so he can kidnap them by giving them muffins.
That's so corny, bro.
Yeah, I know, but literally, this is true. This is literally what happened. Yeah. The reason they made the Muffin Man song was to warn kids and make them aware about the Muffin Man and how he's a danger in Drury Lane.
Oh, no.
So everyone in that area would sing, do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin. The parents literally made that song for them to spread the word and the message so that they're all aware of literally the world's first serial killer.
There was a girl who couldn't leave her room every October 10th of the year.
Why October 10th?
And this is why. So the mom, whenever the date came, she would mark it on the calendar. She would circle it. She would highlight it. Make sure that her kid was in her room with no windows and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? She never told her kid why. And whenever she had school on that day, or if she had to do something else that day, she's like, nope, you're not allowed to leave the house. Every year on October 10th, they would lock themselves in a room with no windows, right? Every year, fam, you would hear someone ring the doorbell on the house. But the mom obviously is with the child. So she's like, no, we're staying in this room. We're staying in this room. Right? She told her kid, like, please do not ever do this. As soon as October midnight hits and October 11th comes, the knocking, the ringing of the doorbell disappears.
But why that day? Like what?
Exactly. It's building up. It's building up. One day, her mom had to go on like a work trip.
Yeah.
Right? And the kid already knew October 10th, I'm going to lock myself in that room and not do anything.
She knows the drill.
She knows the drill already. So that day comes, right? The kid, she hears the knocking. Knock, knock, knock. She hears the ringing of the doorbell. And this is her first time without her mom. So she's like, fuck, I think I'm gonna just go and see what it is. Her mom never told her what it was. Goes down the stairs. She's about to open the door. She hears the doorbell ringing one more time. She opens the door.
One of the most ones that I watched recently was Run. This daughter, she grew up in a wheelchair and her legs are paralyzed. She's confined to her bed and her mother has to take care of her. Okay, so pretty much what happens, bro, she finds her pills, right, that she's supposed to take. And the prescription isn't to her. It's to her mother. And she's like, why is my mother's name on my pills? So she gets sussed out. She doesn't want to tell her mother because if she's trying to do something to her, she's not trying to make it obvious and get caught. So she goes on the phone and she dials like a random number for a stranger to help her and asks, can you Google this name of this pill and tell me what color is it? Now, the pill that she's supposed to be taking is a different color than the ones that she has. So her mother's giving her different pills. She ends up running away from her mother. She insists, like, can we go watch a movie? Can we go watch a movie? She goes to watch a movie, tells her mother, okay, I'm gonna go to the washroom real quick. So she dips out and she goes and sneaks to a pharmacy. Right away goes to the pharmacist and asks her, can you please tell me what are these pills for? And the pharmacist pretty much tells her, yo, these pills aren't for humans. These are for dogs. This is for numbing their legs. And if you would take it, it would paralyze your legs. Bro. Fuck. So her mother... Have you ever questioned, like, what is the Starbucks logo?
Oh, yeah. It's, I think I saw this before. It's like a serpent or something?
Yeah, it's a siren.
Siren, yeah, okay.
So a lot of people can see it as like a mermaid. It's just what you see is a lady with like a crown, a tail, right?
Okay.
You ever wonder what a siren actually is? Like, why did they even use that as their logo?
No, why?
So check this out. In ancient Greek mythology, the sirens would infatuate sailors and get their attention to come towards them.
Yeah.
So that they can steal their souls.
Oh.
So look, this is crazy marketing on a spiritual sense. They use the image of a siren to attract us customers.
Yeah, and then they
to go and get their coffee. Now this is where it's even crazier.
Okay.
Sirens in Greek mythology were known to attract people through their singing.
Oh, no.
Through their singing. Now, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard a Starbucks jingle?
Never. I don't think
Never.
so.
Is Starbucks the only fast food, like huge franchise we never heard a jingle for? Think about it. There's no Starbucks jingle.
There is no jingle. What the fuck?
So theory goes that because they're using the symbol of the siren, there was a subliminal message in SpongeBob
No way.
showing what the Krabby Patty formula is.
What was it? Let me see.
Do you remember that episode with SpongeBob and they're like Neanderthals, SpongeGar and Patar?
yeah,
Remember that?
Patar, yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much there was subliminal messaging and showing what the true recipe is. Here, I'm gonna show you the video.
Let me see.
But it shows SpongeBob and Patrick as Neanderthals. They're cooking food to eat, right?
Okay.
Check this out. He said, "Don't eat the stick." Look, check this out. A crab walks by, right? Mr. Krabs type beat. Steps on it, pokes it with a stick,
And he eats it. Yeah,
He
I remember
cooks
this.
it.
Yeah.
and he eats it. And what's the reaction? It's amazing.
Okay.
Right? So that's the first part. Later in the episode, Patrick goes and looks for more crabs to eat, right? And right after this scene, what does SpongeBob do? He draws a Krabby Patty in the sand and makes a burger. So it's and then Squidward's chewing. So it's subliminal messaging. Yo, the true Krabby Patty secret formula is crab meat. And as a lot of our conspiracies before,
always
it concludes to crab meat, fam.
yeah.
This was literally the scariest movie titled on TikTok. This movie called Incantation. It literally makes you participate. There was this one moment in the movie where this woman, she's kind of saying, my daughter and I were cursed because we disrespected the taboo. Throughout the movie, it's her saying, please help us. I need you guys to pray with me. And she's doing these different mudras and different prayers, right? Now, throughout the movie, you need to pray with her.
What the fuck?
No, this is what's crazy, Gavin. This is what's crazy. Almost like one whole scene in the movie was literally just like these scriptures and different Sanscripts. And she's saying, chant with me. And she's saying all of these different words like, but you're supposed to do it with her. Throughout the movie, she says, I'm sorry. What you've just done, if you chanted it with her,
Stop.
you've actually